head on over to our next play. Brian, why did you what I mean we did see this live. It was pretty incredible. What did you like most about this play that made you want to break it down today?
Taylor Heinicke has proven himself to be a pretty steady quarterback. Not obviously a starting franchise quarterback, but a quarterback who's great in second reaction plays, which is definitely what this is. He's also, extending plays, but he's also the guy that can keep an offense on track. All of Fitzpatrick of just taking what the offense or defense is giving them. The whole lead up to this play, they were pretty buried in the back of their own end of the field, and Heineke just kept taking the checkdowns, and then he finally makes a play and makes the Cowboys pay for having single coverage with no help over top, which he draws digs here in this, right? Because if you watch the clip or you saw this or whatever, you know that. This is definitely one of those plays where second reaction plays, extending plays, such an important part of today's NFL. And Heineke's got enough of that juice to get a play like this done.
No, no doubt. No doubt. He is a special player, not consistent. But
No,
man, he can pull off some cool stuff, and I think that's where the value is in Taylor Heinicke. I can definitely tell you that I'm a huge Heinicke fan for what he's been able to do over these last couple years. All right, so let's watch this play unfold, and then we'll start to break it down, go through personnel, all that jazz.
Advantage. Pressure up the middle. Heinicke spins away. Nice move. Sets. Launches deep. Looking for Sim. He's got it. And they say no. He's out of bounds. Oh, Cam Sims. Incredible effort against Diggs, but he did not land inbounds.
Still can't believe the refs are still not knowing when they need to call something a touchdown just so that you can get the benefit of the replay.
Right. Right. No, I know. It was. I mean, it was close. It was really cool to see live. But man, I love the effort of Heinicke in this one. I think we've done some film study on him this year, like maybe once or twice, because he is a pretty special player. But man, I love the lean. Like it's not like fundamentals, but I like the way he leaned into this thing. We'll take a look at it in a little bit, but he really throws his body forward to get this thing into the end zone and on the money in where it's supposed to be. It was you know what it reminded me of Ryan Fitzpatrick heaving up passes. So yeah, so I thought that was pretty neat. But all right, what are we looking at here, Brian?
Yeah, shotgun 11 personnel, the one running back, one tight end. They're going to use the tight end as I believe he's lined up at the top of he's the first man in that formation on the bottom of your screen, isn't he? No, isn't that the wide receiver out there?
Oh, that might be Humphreys.
I think the guy that's the point, he's like the dot. Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
I think that's their tight end, who is not Logan Thomas. I don't remember his name. He made a couple of plays in this game. They threw a nice screen to him. Actually, it might have been on this drive in the lead up, but he made a nice athletic play after the catch. But so we're gonna go out trips left. Yes, there's another name for this. It's not just trips. I forget what this one is called. I tried using our flashcards, and nobody was giving me any clues to what it is. But definitely shotgun 11 personnel, and we got three guys all lined up to one side of the field, and then we got our lone guy lined up the top of the screen.
It's just a bunch formation. Yeah, that's all it is. It's just a shotgun bunch.
I wanted the fun name though. They always got such fun names. I'm gonna call this one Cowboy Killer. How about that?
Bunch tight end, bunch TE, Cowboy Killer. We can call it that. I mean, it didn't really kill the Cowboys, but
shotgun the Cowboy Killer.
It's shotgun bunch weak side. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll roll with it.
Defense counters it with the classic 4-2-5. And they're going to bring one man on an extra blitz, so they end up bringing five guys. And then it's straight man-to-man across the board. and no help over top, at least on the left side of the field. I believe it ends up being cover one with just a single safety over the top, and Diggs being the lean on cornerback doesn't get the over the top help. So this is a one-on-one shot play that you let your superstar cornerback make the play, which he can't in this scenario because it's too perfect of a ball, it's too well timed, and he just gets mossed. It's straight up getting mossed. It is what it is. It happens, and let's watch this slowly if we can.
Absolutely. I wish there was a slow down mode, but yeah, let me know when to stop.
Advantage.
Oh, let me turn it down. Pardon me.
Man, pause. A lot of quarterbacks in this scenario would be in a lot of trouble.
And hey, let's be fair. Heinicke had taken plenty of sacks that day, so this would have just been another notch on the Cowboys' pass rush belt.
Yeah, there's an absolutely atrocious sack he takes in the third quarter. I think that's what he gets hurt on, and ends up having to leave the game. But It was a fourth down play that's inexcusable. Cannot take a sack on a go ahead. You literally were going for the tying drive, and he just completely whiffed. But anyways, that's not this play. This play, he's going to make some magic. So he lets the blindside defender get pretty close to him. He's not shocked by the pressure. I'm pretty sure he knew for a pretty good chance they were going to bring some pressure. And the biggest reason is Dan Quinn, the defensive coordinator, that's what he does.
Yes.
He brings pressure. He brings blitzers constantly, and there's a blueprint on how to move the ball, and it's not fun, and it drives quarterbacks probably crazy in prep, but the idea is you got to hang in there. You got to hang in there. You got to try and give your linemen an extra chance, to give the wide receivers an extra chance, and you need to make a play when a free rusher is in your lap, and that's what he's going to do here.
Absolutely. All right. Play it forward a little bit more.
Pressure up the middle. Heinicke spins away. Nice move.
The setting of the feet, so key. Taylor Heinicke doesn't have a cannon arm. He's not an elite level passer as far as arm talent goes. Good enough arm talent, but if he tries to throw this with his feet a little more squared, and he doesn't have his left foot driven into the ground and stepping into it and putting his body behind it, this ball doesn't stand the chance that it deserves, that it needs in order for it to be a play that has a chance of being a scoring play.
Right.
So look right there where you have it froze. I mean, that is you want to show young quarterbacks like the way his hips are already engaged, the way that he has already stepped into that throw, and the way he has his arm bent. Everything's in perfect alignment, and he's going to use physics, right? Because this is science, folks. He's going to use all this kinetic energy he's building up through his body to give this ball as good of a chance as he can to get it to the end zone. The ball placement on this ends up being silly, but it's also due to the fact that Sims lays all out for this.
He does. Yeah, look at Heinicke. He literally shot put this thing. It was one of the wildest throws I've seen in quite some time.
Launches deep, looking for Sim. He's got it, and they say no. He's out of bounds.
To pin the ball that close to the sideline without throwing it out of bounds, so you have the right height, so that the near defender, right, or the defender who's defending front side of that wide receiver, you have to get it over him, but at the same time you can't throw it too high because it'll carry out the back of the end zone, and you can't throw it too wide or else it'll go out the sideline. So it's literally thrown in one of the only spots on the field that Sims can have the play on the ball.
Correct. And yeah, he did pretty swell with it.
Severe trust too on this throw.
Oh yeah. 100%. 100%. I mean, the placement of it could be easily picked at the end zone too, very easily.
Yeah, I also think that the 1st and 10 is a hindrance to Dallas. them bringing blitzers here on 1st and 10,
Right.
and having Washington counter it with the spread formation, you're giving yourself more field to have to try and cover, instead of, if this was like, say, 3rd and 8, you could kind of protect yourself, just like we saw in the last clip with the Chargers, where they were protecting the first down marker. On this 1st and 10, I don't know what you really want to focus on covering, because now it can kind of go anywhere. And it was well timed for when to call this play. I love the timing of this play.
You bring up a great point. Like, again, like psychology, flow, all that stuff. You wouldn't normally call this stuff. Throwing a bomb on 1st and 10 at your own, or the opponent's 40, what are we at here? The 43, 44, yeah, like 43-ish. Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, and not especially with a guy like Taylor Heinicke as well, right? I think that's what you're trying to get at, is that Dallas is really prepped here to stop the run. All right, they just got a first down. You control the pace of the game. You set a run. That's usually how game flow kind of goes. So this was wild, and that's why like Sims only had that one-on-one coverage back there, and there was nobody else really to prepare for it. You can see it as the camera's trying to follow the ball. It's just glossing over. It's just going right over, just zipping past all these Cowboys defenders who have no idea what the heck happened, and we're pretty much prepped for a run defense here.
Yep.
Yeah, good fake. Good fake. The defense didn't bite on it.
No.
The linebackers didn't bite on it. But it was a pretty good fake handoff.
I also think it's because that play call is probably a run blitz call.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're calling the blitzer to hit a gap, and you know the linebacker knows that his assignment is he can't move one way or another. He needs to stay as that backside defender in case there's any sort of the backside throw or anything like that.
No, absolutely.
That's why he doesn't move. Probably this is he is watching his man, which is that running back. If I had to guess, that leaks out into the middle of the field there as a dump off.
Let me see. I think I know what you mean. Yeah, little running back route. Yeah, he's guarding the middle.
He lets that tight end run past.
Yeah.
I mean, with all 22, you definitely see exactly what he would do, but he purposely, it's not a zone because he lets that tight end just run right past him.
Yep. So pretty good stuff there from Taylor Heinicke. Still a little bright spot. I don't know where his future lies. What's in store for him? I think he's a fun quarterback to watch. He's put this team in positions to win. He's also done some silly stuff to kind of hurt them as well. So I just don't know if Washington's offense is really. It's hard to tell. I just don't know. I think Heinicke's going to be. I think he's going to have a job at the NFL for some time. I don't know if it's going to be as a starter though.
No.
But this was a nice spot. Nice to see that he's got that arm strength. That's always a plus. That is always a plus. So one last time, we'll look at this thing.
Who's the old Chiefs backup quarterback that's hung around the league forever? I think he was in New Orleans for a little bit.
The one they got that right now?
No, he's not there now. He's never started, but he's always somebody's backup.
Oh, man.
The heck's his name? He's stolen the most money in the league because he's just a clipboard guy.
Oh, you're not talking about Charlie Whitehurst, are you?
No.
They called him Clipboard Jesus.
I mean, he's got glorious hair. He earned that.
Yeah, he made a ton of money. Chase Daniels was
there we go.
Pretty good back. He didn't play for the Chiefs though.
Was he the starter or was he a starter?
He was with the Chargers.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think he's the Chargers backup right now.
He's stolen so much money as a backup quarterback.
What a life, though, huh? I'd rather be QB too.
Ain't wrong.
No, nothing wrong with that. But all right, very good.
I'm speaking of jealousy, obviously.
319, 399, hut! 3-3.
Yeah, spot.
258.